No more. It's a hard story to tell, right? So, I've been a heroin addict for years. And if anyone knows, you know how that goes. It's a struggle. That is a drug that quiets your brain down so much. Like all the guilt and the pain that you feel, it would shut it off. It would just shut it off. And you don't feel that anymore. And for some of us, we need to not feel for a while. Um, it's a very dangerous line we walk, right? So it could kill you, or it could keep you alive just long enough for you to figure out what's going on upstairs. So I met Ashley in treatment. We were going to the methadone treatment, and I actually met her husband, Tyler. Not They weren't married legally, but they've been together forever. I met him first, in a group. We were doing group therapy. Tyler and my husband got along. We all got along pretty good, and we were doing the sober thing for a while. We were all sober for years. Can't blame it on COVID or whatever, but COVID hit and you don't have as much recovery maintenance with the clinic, they're not up your ass as much. You're getting takeouts, and I mean, the testing's getting better, but I think they can only test out like a week, and you're going in every 2 weeks. So if you wanted to fiddle around, you can fiddle around, right? So we all thought we were at a point in our sobriety where we could have a little fun. Summertime, Ashley didn't have a lot of friends, and Tyler wanted her to hang out with me because, she needed somebody. She just stuck at home with the kids all the time. And at that point, they only had two. Jackson is his name, by the way. Brody, Jackson, and Zoe. And so we had like a fight night over at our house. Right, my husband and I invite everybody over for the UFC fights. It's a big thing we do. And we're all drinking beer and having a great time. We've always puffed big reefer. That's something that I find medically necessary for my recovery. I know it sounds weird to a lot of people. How you gonna call yourself sober smoking weed all the time? But it's a thing. I keep myself on my medication, and I'm not on heroin. I'm not a heroin addict, and not out. I was doing a lot of things. I was dancing, and a lot of things I'm not proud of in life. A lot of things I feel like karmically are coming back right now. So anyways, Ashley comes over and we hang out for the first time. It was cool. We had a great night. Everybody had a great night. Everybody went home. Next month, fight night comes. Big card. It was the John Jones fight. We all decided to get a little cocaine. Why not, right? So we're up all night doing blow and drinking and taking whippets. Like, whew, we're having fun. Ashley, real scared, didn't want to do coke. She didn't want to fuck around. And because as a drug addict, you can't sometimes, like when you know yourself. And she did. She knew herself. She shouldn't have done it. Oh, Tyler started drinking heavy, started doing coke all the time, started stepping out on Ashley, and Ashley and I kicked it real tough. I had a relapse. Ashley and I used together. And it's not a good thing to say, but my drug connections were solid connections, and I got pure heroin. It was, when they piss tested me, it was always morphine, right? There's no fentanyl in my heroin. Only I didn't want to do heroin, right? It was a momentary relapse. So I quit using. I knew I had to quit talking to Ashley because I would use. I knew I would because she stayed high. So we got sober, and it was 6 months later I get the text message from Ashley about, did you hear what happened to Tyler? And, even though we're not talking, I still care about them. I love these people. So call her thinking he got arrested for sure. I thought he got arrested or he was out cheating on her and she finally left him, like, not dead. Not dead. And when she told me how it happened, and she said to me, Tiffany, I just took one hit. I swear to God, I took one. And when I woke up and looked at the foil, there was only two. Like, he had to have only taken 2 hits. Like, one more than I did. And his body was cold when she woke up. And blue and gray. And, oh, man. So Tyler's dead. Yeah, Tyler's dead. His family blames her, even though he was the one who went and actually bought the fentanyl. He was the one who pushed for it. She was trying to clean herself up again. She'd went and bought Suboxones, and they were having a real rough time in their marriage, so she finally stepped out on him like he was doing to her, and she needed to. She needed to leave him before he had passed, and, I mean, they've been together fucking 10 years or some shit, so the struggle, you know? And that's where I gotta end it because I'm at work. But when I get off, I'll finish the rest of the story and we'll talk about how baby Zoe overdosed on fentanyl and died at 6 months old.